News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-990 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, several people are injured in an accident, and a nuisance property is discussed on the Board of County Commissioners' agenda. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A medical issue causes a two-car crash. It's Wednesday, December 19th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Several teenagers were transported with non-life-threatening injuries last night from a crash that officials say resulted from a person in another car having some sort of medical problem. Several people were injured the result of a two-vehicle accident that occurred last night. The sideswipe collision occurred on Highway 160 just north of Irene Street. The car that caused the crash continued traveling northbound on the highway to just north of Mesquite Avenue, crashing off the roadway. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies on scene say that the crash appears to be the result of a medical issue. A total of 5 individuals were transported to Desert View Hospital. Several of the victims were described as teenagers from the Northwest Academy in Amargosa. Nevada Highway Patrol is conducting the investigation as to how this accident occurred. And a female driver was taken by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Ambulance after crashing into a truck at the intersection of Basin Avenue and Highway 160. At least one person was transported to Desert View Hospital via ground ambulance with injuries sustained as a result of a two-vehicle crash involving a truck and passenger vehicle. Traffic was diverted around the collision on Highway 160 and Basin Avenue last night. Nevada Highway Patrol is conducting the accident investigation. And a property on River Plate Drive that has been deemed a nuisance was on Tuesday's Board of County Commissioners' agenda.
The BOCC report is sponsored by Jim Marsh Automotive of Las Vegas, Kia, Chrysler, Jeep, and Body Shop.
Regarding RFQ 2018-13, property abatement 2450 South River Plate Drive, accept or reject any or all bids received, and 2, direct staff on how to proceed with this project.
This is an item that we said needed to be cleaned up. You went out to bids. The lowest, most most responsive bid, $81,777.37.
There's no low responsive bid.
Not a bid, but it says bid.
Yeah, there were 2 bids received. One was received in the amount of $149,760. The other one was received in the amount of $81,777.37. The latter of the 2 did not have an accompanying bid bond. So for that reason, I'm recommending that we reject the bid because it was required in the bid package to
do it again.
The original budget, I guess you could say, the original quote that we received on the project was about $54,000, which we did realize that there was going to be more work to the property because there were more windows broken out of the property by the time we actually went out to bid and things of that nature. So we knew it would be higher, but the county will have to pay for all of the repairs and everything to be done to the house. The county is responsible to pay for that. Which we can try to recoup the funds from the property owner, but it's going to be upfront funded by the county.
Yeah, you're going to end up putting a lien on it because you're not going to get it back. So.
That's correct. Okay. All we would really be doing or being obligated to do would be to bring it to a safe, healthful condition for the public, okay? Basically turn it over at a C of O status. You don't have to have flooring in it. You don't have to have paint in it. It's not a remodel. It's just make it secure and safe.
So the new bid document should reflect that.
Correct.
Thank you.
So that includes, though, the electrical, replacing all the electrical and making it work, actually making it work,
Yes.
right?
To where somebody could technically live in it.
Move
Might not
into
be
it.
the condition they feel comfortable with, but it would be safe to live in at that point.
And the plumbing also, so they would
Right. A
have.
working toilet, working sink, working kitchen.
It's a safety issue with the public. So there's nobody living there, so you got kids going in and out of it. They're breaking windows, they're inside it. There's rat feces and, like he said, chunks of animals in there, and there's mold. It's a safety hazard for anybody that goes in.
Well, when this first started, I was told they were going to board it up, so that wouldn't be an issue, and they had to do the outside work. But
All right, we have a motion and a second. Further discussion of the board? Not hearing any. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay. Carries 5-0.
Well, we have tickets to give away tonight for New Year's Eve. They are for the House of Blues tribute to Neil Diamond. Give us a call right now, 775-727-9400, extension 201, to get 4 tickets to Super Diamond. That number again is 775-727-9400, extension 201. News 25 will return after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, the president and holiday travel in today's Business First Brief with Angela Miles.
Topping our news, the first wave of holiday travelers will hit the road today. According to AAA, there's a dramatic drop in gas prices. 1 in 5 gas stations are charging less than $2 per gallon as crude oil prices tank. The Donald J. Trump Foundation is shutting down. The president agreed to dissolve the personal charity foundation following an ongoing lawsuit alleging persistent illegal conduct. The lawsuit by New York's Attorney General seeks $2.8 million. No let-up from the president on his persistent pressure on the Fed to skip a rate hike. Ahead of the Fed's rate decision today, the president warned the board to avoid another mistake and feel the market first. An encouraging sign from the housing sector. Builders broke more ground last month than expected. They also applied for more permits for future building.
Thanks, Angela. Well, mom is sentenced following her conviction in connection with the death of her 17-year-old daughter who died of a meth overdose. Unette Gentry reports.
This week's court report, Heather Longberry, just sentenced in district court on Monday to 35 years in prison on 1 felony count of child abuse and neglect resulting in death. Longberry is also sentenced to serve jail time for the 3 gross misdemeanor counts of child abuse and neglect she was also convicted of regarding her teen daughter's death. Longberry and Terry Allen is the Pahrump couple who was arrested on an open murder charge and an initial laundry list of other related charges for that death of that teen girl. Both Longberry and Allen made guilty plea agreements. Justice Court found that both defendants agreed to understanding and acceptance of the negotiations and knowingly and voluntarily waived their rights to a preliminary hearing. They were bound over to appear in district court, then both defendants were remanded to the custody of the Nye County Sheriff's Office. Both Longberry and Allen previously admitted to drug use during investigation into the teen girl's death. Autopsy results reveal that the minor's body had a large amount of meth in her gastric fluid and that the girl's cause of death was methamphetamine intoxication. Police say following arrest, Longberry, the victim's mother, tested presumptive positive for methamphetamine, benzos, and cocaine. And Allen, Longberry's boyfriend, tested presumptive positive for methamphetamine, benzos, and THC. Police also say during their investigation, they found the residence where the couple, the young victim, and her 3 young siblings lived in squalor. Shondaro Marcel Thomas tests positive for marijuana in court on Friday during his status check. This after the defendant admits he would test positive for marijuana during his last court proceeding, which was a calendar call and drug testing. Thomas is the Pahrump man facing attempted murder, battery, and other related charges connected to a shooting in Pahrump last 4th of July that left a man injured. During Thomas's status check, Thomas's defense attorney, Brent Percival, addresses the court and states that this matter has now been negotiated. But the court then states the defendant had tested positive for marijuana again that court day. Significantly, though, court staff notes that Thomas's levels have been decreasing, and the court concurs. Defense then addresses the court and states that Thomas is concerned that a civil matter might be brought against him if he pleads guilty, and then he asks to enter a nolo contendere plea or an Alfred plea. In light of these revelations, the court has continued these matters to next year. Thomas now has an arraignment change of plea proceeding scheduled January 4th, 2019. In district court, Thomas is facing the formal charges of attempted murder with a deadly weapon, battery with a weapon causing substantial bodily harm, 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, and robbery. This has been your court report. I'm Unette Gentry for News 46.
Thanks so much, Unette. Well, Albert Bass has volunteered for many years with Nye County Search and Rescue. He has also been instrumental in putting buses on the roadways here in Pahrump. Today, Bass was honored with the Andre Butch Harper Act of Kindness Award, presented by Dr. Tom Waters.
This is Albert Bass. This is the Transportation Committee meeting, and one of the things that we've looked at is the fact that we didn't have transportation in Pahrump or for Nye County for a long time. And Albert came on board and got us organized, and now we have transportation. Now, it's thanks to everybody on the committee, but we'd like to thank Albert because he's the one that really got us in the right direction, made things happen, and now we see transportation all over Pahrump. So, Albert, this is in memory of Andre Butch Harper, the Act of Kindness Award presented to Albert Bass for your dedication and volunteerism to Pahrump and Nye County. And this is from the citizens of Pahrump, Nevada, because no act of kindness is ever wasted. And we just like to say thank you to you for all that you've done for all of us.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'd say in regards to transportation, it's been fantastic working with this committee over the last few years, and the work that the Senior Center, particularly through Eric, has put in through this program and the Pahrump Valley Transportation Program to make sure that we have this within our valley. We're expanding programs countywide, the things that we've done for Southern Nevada, the coordination, the collaboration. It's been amazing. So working with great people has really put all this together in a way that's going to carry us far into the future. So thank you very much.
Well, a local doctor is celebrating the 12 days of Christmas. We'll tell you about that on the other side of this break.
News 25 is brought to you by William H. Jackson Injury Attorneys. Injured? Get Bill and Robin, your local injury attorneys.
Well, Dr. Leak's Optometry is doing an eyeglass giveaway for the holidays. Dan Simmons was at the Board of County Commissioners and explains.
If you know someone in need of a set of glasses and can't afford them, and an eye exam and can't afford them, we're talking about someone who, you know, not my friend because he bought a new Maserati and he can't afford a pair of glasses, but someone really in need, drop a note to Dr. Leaks across the street with the reason for it and a request with some information about the person and some contact information, and he's giving away, it's the 12 days of Christmas that he's done before. Once again, he's doing 12 days of Christmas, and he'll give away probably 20 pairs. It's 12 days, but he'll probably give away 20 because he's generous. If you know someone, or if you could spread the word, someone who really is in need, just drop a line to Dr. Leaks or drop it off the office there.
With today's Home Matters.
Home Matters is brought to you by Trish Rippey Realty, 775-727-4343.
Hi folks, I'm Mike Colucci, a realtor with Trish Rippey Realty right here in Pahrump, and this is Home Matters. You know, today marks our 50th Home Matters segment. Approximately 1 year ago, we started broadcasting Home Matters So I thought this might be a perfect time to thank everyone involved in producing the Home Matters Real Estate segment. First of all, I'd like to thank Vern and Rhonda for coming up with the idea and their concern for all the folks in Pahrump and all the other places that can watch and listen to a great local newscast. I'd also like to thank the entire production crew for all their hard work in making our segment informative and entertaining. I'd also like to thank our audience for the great response we've had, and I hope you've learned something useful regarding the real estate market here in Pahrump and the real estate business in general. Please let me take a minute on behalf of myself, Trish Rippey Realty, and all of us here at the station to wish everyone within the sound of my voice, no matter what holiday you celebrate, a fantastic holiday season and a great new year. Whether you're buying or selling, may 2019 be the year all your real estate wishes come true. And if I can assist you in making those real estate wishes come true, please contact me at 775-764-8211. And again, happy holidays.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
I like the lights so much on that Home Matters segment. Let's see what the lights look like outside here in Pahrump. We'll have Michael Donahue with us in just a moment to tell us what's in store for our weather.
News 25. Weather is brought to you by Pahrump's best kept secret, Q Barbecue. Try it for yourself. Low and slow. Queued for 16 hours.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's highs in Pahrump, 64 degrees, Amargosa 67, 72 in Death Valley, 65 in Beatty, and 53 in Goldfield, Tonopah, Fallon, and Fernley. There's a lot of 53s being thrown around out there. For tonight, 37 degrees in Pahrump and Amargosa, 46 in Death Valley, 32 in Beatty, 26 in Goldfield and Fernley, 25 in Tonopah, and 20 in Fallon. Tonight in Pahrump, we're expecting clear skies, a low of 37 degrees, an average of 31. Sunset at 4:31 p.m. Winds of the east-southeast at 5 miles per hour, gusts up to 8, and 47% humidity. For tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, a high of 67, a low of 45. Our UV index down at 2, sunrise at 6:50 a.m. Winds out of the south at 6 miles per hour, 8 mile per hour gusts, and our humidity at 27%. For our 7-day, we're looking at some cloudy skies all throughout the week through next Tuesday. We're expecting to clear up by next Wednesday. Temperature-wise, we're going to start a steady decline in our temperatures. On Thursday, we're going to have a high of 67, and we're going to work our way down to next Monday. We're going to be down to 60. On Tuesday, we're going to drop to 55, and Wednesday, 52. For our low overnight temperatures, tomorrow we're going to have a low of 45. We're going to slowly work down through our 30-degree bracket. By next Tuesday, we're going to be at 33, and next Wednesday down at 32. So it's going to start to get real freezing outside. So back to the desk with Deanna.
And thanks to all of our sponsors, especially QU Barbecue for sponsoring that weather segment there. I went over there the other day, actually, and I'm on a low-carb diet, and they actually have items for everybody. All right, well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. If you'd like to get those tickets, give us a call once again, 775-727-9400, extension 201, and that is for a Super Diamond on New Year's Eve. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. We'll see you back here tomorrow.